Le moela o etla o re atimile gona o tla go bua ka motswadi mme ba dikisela Mandela re bua mesebetsi ya hae re baka leeto la hae re kopa Modimo ya matla hohle o re thuse hohle ha re ntse re lokisa mela ya rona ho baka le ho rorisa hore Modimo ya matla hohle re kgone ho phahamisa ba lelapa re a go kopa re bona mme re kopa tsotlhe tsena lebitsong la ntate lebitsong la mora lebitsong la mowana a go metjana
ngaphandle kwemvume yalomuntu walomzi
bakopa mumakulila ithuse
bacela umnikazi walamoto ayisuse
ngoba noJosigate
ngoba uvalisa
letla opela moko
sawuvuma kunye
kasina kuyelo opela le maro na mematikizela
ngeli ke ithuba sivumela kunye umama wethu uWinnie Madikizela Mandela
ngiyakopela moko siyakudumisa Thixo siyakuvuma ukuba wena uyinkosi Ifa ke rata gore khale fihla mo le mogamente engwele e kulonke ilizwe
ke rata hore ha re fihla mo gamenteng e halalelang lefatshe kaofela
re ya re na kuo onkosi wa bafele wena
re eme mane le mogopi wa bashwetseng wena
re monagane gobane o joinile the church in China
simcinge ngoba ujoyine inkonzo ehambayo.
Ikope fire evetelekile.
ke ithuba sawungena kwiprogram yethu
mo go tla nna le batho ba re ba biletsang ka fo pele go tla go bua ka mama
apho kunabantu esababizela ngaphambili bezothetha ngomama
empa pele re tla tsena ditabeng
ngaphambi kokuba singene ezindabeni
ga o kena kereke ya Wesley
xa ungena inkonzo yamawisile
uzova umntu athi unanedondolo lwakhe
utla motho a re o na le liri la hae
nakuye umama wethu ukhona idondolo lwakhe
le o yena mme wa rona o na le liri la hae
leo re mo itseng ka lone
loo ngoma simazi ngayo ke
re tla opela mmogo mo difileng tsa rona tsa Sexhosa
sawuvuma kunye kumaculo ethu esixhosa
number 81
amashumi asibhozo ananye 81
izolo yemfihlakalo izolo yesimanga ezalisa umhlaba nesibhakabhaka
Ngesicelo bazali.
The owner of the red Mercedes Benz,
Umnikazi webomvu iMercedes Benz
FJ79CD GP,
FJ79CD GP.
mungwa jarata gore o tla fela pele.
Umnikazi womzi uthi uzawuphelelwa yinhliziyo. Bao badumelang kasheko
abana dikwela.
abana wahlulwa
Ria mo dibuing tsa rona
siya
sethethi sethu
kwizithethi zethu
to pay tribute to Mama Winnie.
ukuzo pay tribute kumama wethu.
Siqala mo class leader yakhe
Siqala ke kumkhokheli wakhe iclass leader
ondina nethemba lokuthi naye unaniculo azumama ngalo. Mama Florence Melamani.
Sithemba ukuthi ke naye uneculo akalaziyo ngomama umama uFlorence Mlamani.
Masimphakamisa.
Alibuyeliseni he
Madodana.
ubanda.
American kereke ena. Ina ile mme. Ina ile mo re lante. Ina mmona a utlwahala. Mona le letsatsi leo ho bona le tsengolo. Gore ditsere tsa rona go na le mo ya sekolo. Ina le bana ba kena sekolo. Ba sa sebetseng. Ya bua le ena
Tona motsotso re tla phamisa umphathi wolutsha.
Ngeli thuba re tla phamisa amotshwari wa youth.
Atle gore yena ba itsetse mo go mama rona.
Eze kazotsho ukuthi bona bazintoni apha kumama.
Mo bophelong ba mama rona.
Empilweni ke kamama.
Sister Musa and Wesley Methodist.
Sister Musa and Wesley Methodist.
Wesley Methodist mo phamise.
Guilty mphamise.
Let me greet you all in the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen. To begin, I'm very honored as a young woman to be standing here to speak of such a phenomenal woman. I shall never lose hope, and my people shall never lose hope. In fact, we expect that the work will go on, she uttered. In a world that celebrates patriarchy, where only male political figures are celebrated, and we can talk of the Thomas Sankaras of this world, we can talk of the Thabo Mbekis of this world, the Steve Bikos of this world, and the Martin Luther King Jr.'s of this world. The world stands for the first time in my minimal knowledge of history to celebrate a female political figure. Nowhere have I seen a woman standing equal, if not more, to men. And that needs to be celebrated. Mama needs to be celebrated. We thank the Madikizelas for giving birth to such a game changer, both in existence and in death. We speak of a woman who, though introduced by her husband into the world of politics, she was never made by her husband. And by saying this, I am detaching Umama from Utata, and may his soul rest in peace. I urge you to live with this message in mind today, which is a quote I began with. I shall never lose hope, and my people shall never lose hope. In fact, we expect that the work will go on. Words that were relevant then, words that were relevant yesterday, and words that are surely relevant now as we face pressing issues such as the Fees Must Fall movement and the land issue. If anyone has ever doubted women power, take a look at Mama's life. In closing, on his deathbed, Alexander the Great, King of Macedonia, summoned his generals and told them his 3 ultimate wishes. The first being that the world's best doctors to carry his coffin. The second being that the wealth he accumulated, including gold and money, to be scattered along the procession to the cemetery. The last being his hands should be let loose and showing out of the coffin. In explaining this to his generals, he said, the first one is a demonstration that in the face of death, even the best doctors in the world have no power to heal. The second one being that material wealth acquired on earth stays on earth. And the third one being that we come empty-handed, and empty-handed we shall live. After the most precious treasure of all is exhausted, and the most precious treasure being time. Time is our most precious treasure because it is limited. We can produce more wealth, but we can never produce more time. Mama gave us a portion of her life by giving us her time, by giving the time to fight for Isizwe Esimnyama. And to the family, Mama did not die. She multiplied. We multiplied. Amandla.
Where to?
One heart. If there is any medical doctor or a nurse,
or sicela uba kukhona ugqirha or unesi
siyacela emergency
siyacela inene
badibane notata
bakopane le mtate
medical doctor
ugqirha
and medical doctor.
Mandela.
Nathi mufikele ensini ngokwesebe.
Mna ndimfikelese kukudala ngumwisile.
Bathe baba kabekolela kwa betha ka ukhulu bahali.
Bakhona abo bangasitelela ngcono ngempilo yakho.
Ndiyakubitsa Mesabi.
Sawubiza ke uMasabi, the ex-vice woman.
Otlare ga sena go feta. Use utate leni.
Uzawuthi ke xa ngikugqitha uMasabi sibize utata nomama.
Utata nomama molwabi.
Ribize utate limme mulwabi.
Mandibulise kubafundisi bethu bonke.
Dumedise siruti sohle.
Ndibulise komama bethu bonke.
Dumedise kubo mmebo.
Omama uJeffro.
Bomme Jeffro.
Ndibulisa njengomama womanyana.
Dumedisa jwale ka mme wa mokgahlo.
Ningathi ndibulisa wonke umuntu okhona.
Dumedisa motho ohle ya leng teng.
Manje uzothatha ngomama wesizwe.
Ha ke tlo bua ka mme wa
manje uzothatha ngomama uMadikizela Mandela.
Ha ke tlo bua ka mme Madikizela Mandela.
Ithe manje bona fatwensuku bathi ebe social worker.
Itse ha ke bona hara matsatsi ho thwe ine le social worker.
Naphakathi ecaweni ebe social worker.
Le ka hare ho kereke o nantsa le social worker.
Ebe ngata aphe kuqakeke khona.
Una thusa mo ho nang le lesoba teng.
Kwa bhupa umama u-ex-vice.
Ukile ha hlokahala mme ex-vice.
Ebe ngasekho ngaphansi kwenkonzo yama-Methodist.
O ne a sa hlola a le teng ka tlase ho tshebeletso ena ya
Methodist. Ngexesha likamama uMamlwabi eAfrika.
Ka nako ya mme Molwabi.
Ndafumana umlazo wokuba aphe khona ukhalela umama uSabi uthi ntoni ningazombona.
Ka fumana hore mo a leng teng o llela mme Sabi hore ke eng a sa tla tlo mbona.
saphuma singumanyano sayombona
ra tswa re le mokgatlo ra ilo mmona
ithe masivalelisa simqhawula
itse ha re mo sadisa re mo tshwara ka letsoho
akazange afuna ukuyeka isandla
a
sakhe
ka batla ho tlohela matswele
ngoba bengasathethi
le ha na sa hlola bua
kodwa wangibamba wangigcina
empa o na ntshware a
dadambuza ngathi mama ufuna ndenze ntoni na
ka mmotsa gore mme o batla ke etseng na
dadambambela phambili
a mo etella pele
ndathi mama ufuna ungcotshwa ngama-western na
a re mme ke re o batla ho bolokwa ke mawesele
wavuma ngentloko ngoba bengasathethi
hobane o na sa hlola tseba le ho bua
dadadibana namagosa
a kopana le diqhobi
badibana nabafundisi
a kopana le baruti
baphuma baya khona
ba phakisa ba ya teng
ma befika kulaa ndawo bantakwethu
ba fitlha tulong eo bana beso
bafumana okokuba
ba fumana hore
njengomakhulu intanga yam umamuni
jwale ka
I'm also 81
mme Winnie ke thaka yaka
dinei bafumana uba lo mama
ba fumana hore
tamayibona wayo amaxesha yasondela
Itse
wathatha
ha
imali
bona
yonke beyifaka ngaphansi kwamatrasi
Ha dintho
wayinikezela umzukulu
a neletsa
umzukulu wahamba yothenga imoto
tloholo a tsamaile ke a reka chikoloi
kwafumaniswa imali yokungcwaba isele
ha bontshahatsa hore tjhelete ha e sa le yo ya ho pata
amagosa adibana notata umlobi
dikgoku di a kopanya
bakabahlangana bathetha
ba kopana ba bua
waqhamuka umama wini
a hlaha mme
wathi siqaleni ukuthi kushota ntoni
a re replay
thetha ngomntu imisebenzi yakhe enkulu abeyenza
ebaneng a etsa
wangcotshwa lowo
a
mama
patwa mme o
kwalethwa ukutya kwanotha yonke into
kwatiswa ntho tsohle di
hamba kahle mamsamo
tsamaya hantle
usamile umsamo muhle uyifezile iqatho kwenzile konke amen
amen
Relehela ka ona motsotso go rona rona me magolo a be o tla tla ke ntate wa rona ntate ai molwane
Sinidela kulomzuzu mama umamlwadi elandelwa umfundisi umlwadi.
na le tshepo gore ba na le sefila se ba se ratang
Nginethemba ukuthi banayo ingoma abayithandayo.
ba ile ba ruthi mo seketeng ka 1998
Abelapha kulesekethe ngo-1998
akilele kubone umama wakhe abaphakamisa
manje ningele kubo-ke omama babaphakamisa.
borre baruti
Botatu befundisi,
le bomme moruti
no mama befundisi.
batlotlegi botlhe
Bonke abalungelwe ukuhlonitshwa.
lelapa la kwa ga Mandela le Madikizela
Ikhaya lakwa Mandela nakwaMadikizela
le lesika lotlhe
nekhaya lonke.
ke a le dumedisa mo thapameng ya letsatsi
Ndiyanibulisa ngale njikalanga.
ke kopilwe gore ke tlo go bua ka mama
Ndiceliwe ukuthi manizothetha ngomama.
mama ha ane a simolla batla go nna mme wa thapelo
Umama nxa eqala ke efuna ukuhamba lo hambo lo mama womthandazo.
selo sa ntlha se a se dirileng
Okokuqala akuyenzile
o ne a tsamaya le BR
uye wahamba ne-DR
BR
okay.
baya ko gaka
Baya kwamama.
a tlo gore bolelela gore why a batla go nna mme wa thapelo
Azozixela ke ukuthi kunobangela yintoni ukuthi azoba ngumama womthandazo.
mama ra retsa ne ke na le ra retsa kgang ya gage e yotlhe
Samamela indaba yakhe yonke sinotata.
ra re go siame mama
Sathi kulungile mama.
molao wa kereke ke yo joina manyana
Nangu ke umthetho wokujoyina
ke a
umanyano.
itse o no le morwetsana o le ngwana re
Ndiyazi ukuthi uke waba yintombi waba yiyo yonke loo nto.
but protocol e o tshwanetse o tsamaye ka
Kodwa
yone
kumele uhambe ngalo mthetho.
mama ya nna le on trial
Umama ke waqala wa-on trial ke.
mo bo on trialeng ba gagwe
Ebu-on trialeni bakhe.
ha nako ya go apara e setse a
Ngexesha
tlomela
lakhe lokuthi athathe ingubo.
ke ha a tla for measurements
Weza ke wazolinganisa.
go fela tsa dipaakanyetso
Kwaphela ke amalungiselelo.
a tla mo komiting
Weza ke kwikomiti.
mo komiting
Ekomitini ke
ke se ke ratang gore ke bue le lona ka shone seo
yiyo ke into endifuna ukunichazela ngayo.
gore mama
Ukuthi umama
ke mo utlwile ko gaka
ndimvile ekhaya.
but mo komiting
Kodwa ekomitini
ke ha ke mo utlwa sentle
kungangiqalisisa ukumvisisa kakuhle.
ha re mmotsa gore why o batla go nna mme wa thapelo
Sabuza ukuthi unobangela yintoni ukuze ube ngumama womthandazo.
a re baya ka mo teng ga art gallery
Waqala wabeka umama phakathi kwe-art gallery.
di-portraits tsa botshelo ba gage botlhe
Waqala wabeka yonke ingxelo yempilo yakhe.
di-portraits
I-portraits
tsa peace tsa pain
ze-pain
and peace
noxolo.
ke se ne se bua ke mama mo komiting
Yinto umama abeke ithetha kwikomiti.
a re
Wathi ke umama
ke a tlhaloganya mo baebeleng
ndiyayivisisa ke iBhayibhile.
di-story tse re di balang mo
Zonke
baebeleng
imbali esizifundayo kwiBhayibhile.
di-story tsa batho ba ba utlwileng botlhoko
Imbali zabantu abave
ba ba tlhabolotsweng
abaye
Ke Kreste.
bahlangulwa uYesu Kristu.
nna ha ke le ko solitary confinement
Ande
ke
bendikwi-solitary
teng
confinement.
mo ke kopaneng le jesu teng
Kukhona apha ndiye ndadibana noYesu khona.
a re where my wounded life
Apho ke amanxeba am apholiswa
was
khona.
restored was restored
Was restored.
mme mamandela
Umama uMandela
o ne utlwa mollo wa modimo mo teng ga pelo ya gage ha a bua dikgang tseo
wauva ukuthi unomlilo kaThixo nxa ethetha indaba zakhe.
motho ha a amogetse kreste
Xa umuntu eyamkele uKristu
ha wa mo utlwa ene ka boene
uyamva ukuyena
botshelo ba gage
impilo
bo
yakhe
supa gore ke motho o amogetseng molemo
ikhombisa ukuthi ungumuntu owamkele uKristu.
mme mamandela
Umama uMandela
o tsene mo komiting
ungene kwikomiti
a fetsa mo komiting
wagqiba.
ya re ha a feditse mo
The
komiting
wawugqiba
a itse gore ka paseka o tla apesiwa
wazi ukuthi ngepasika uzawunxitywa.
ka laboraro
Ngolosithathu
wa mfounela
ufonela umama
mama go na le functioning yana e nngwe ke tshwantsweng ke ye ko go yone
Mama khona nje umcimbi ekumele ndibalekele kuwo.
batho bao ke bone ba ba sponsorang di-project tsa
Abantu abangaba basincedayo kula ma-project.
ke re mama ke jeff roa
Dathi mama
function ha eyo eo yang go gone o le on trial o tshwantshe o tlo go ema
kumele uzoma phambili.
mama re hai ngwanaki ke a ya ko
Umama wathi ndiyaya lapho.
a bua ka lerato
Ethetha kodwa ngothando.
a re o tla tla go kopa one day mo go nna
Athi uzoza ngenye imini uzondicela.
batho ba ba sa responsor
Abantu abasisponsorayo.
be ke re mama okay nako ya go apesa
Dathi mama kulungile ixesha lokwambesa
mo Middlelands
apha eMiddlelands.
e simolola ka 9
Iqala ngo-9 o'clock.
but ka 11
Ngo-11
ke tla be ke apesa ko Trinity Methodist
ndizabe
Church
ndinxiba abasetrinity
Ndiyakuba.
entawuni ndiyakucela.
gore o bo le teng ko Trinity.
Well, good afternoon. Let's now speak to a women's rights activist, Umama Togo Mpumlwana, who's joining us from our Pretoria studios, and she wants to share her thoughts and memories of the late Mama Winnie Mandela. Ma, thank you so much for joining us as a women's rights activist, knowing about Mama Winnie and what she went through, not just in her personal sake, but for the sake of all South Africans at the time. What do you want to say to the nation about her sad passing?
I can't hear.
All right, it looks like she still can't hear me. They were going to definitely try and get a hold.
Mama, how I felt about your Tahu di Haka.
Mama awuphelelanga kanti ziphi impahla zakho na?
This is a black blouse white. What better blouse white?
Unxibe iblouse nje enhle eyokuhomba emhlophe.
Ke be ke mo tshwara ka letsogo.
Ngambamba ngesandla.
Le dikausu tse di brown.
Nekausi esibrown.
Ke be ke mo tshwara ka letsogo.
Mama wambamba ngesandla.
Ke a re ha re go missioning ka pele.
Ngathi masikhawulezise siye mission.
Mrs Mtambo
Umama
o na
Mtambo
le height ya ga Mama Mandela.
ulingana naye ngobude.
Re itlhara Mama Mtambo.
Safika sathi Mama Mtambo.
Skete se ha sa sia.
Esiskete ayisi.
Mama ha rola dikausu tse di
Umama
siameng.
akanxibanga nje nekausi eright.
Fortunately dikausu di teng.
Ngenhlanhla nasi
Mama
ikausi.
Mtambo a mofa
Wamphika
a apara
wanxiba.
ra tsena
Sangena ke.
ra apesa maga.
Wanxitywa ke umama.
But molone
Kodwa umlilo.
ka mo teng ga gagwe o teng mollo.
Ukhona lo mlilo.
Go a utlwala gore go lofa
Kuyavakala ukuthi
ke
apha
mme wa modimo.
umama kaThixo.
Mama o ne a kwala
Umama bekebhala.
wa itse go na le art gallery engwe go buang ka yone ke Max Lucado
Khona i-art gallery uMax Lucado athetha ngayo.
a re ha o sena go bona
Athi nxa ugqiba
di-portraits
i-portraits
tse di mo baebeleng
ezilapha eBhayibhelini.
go na le canvas fale
Kukhona
e kwetsweng leina la gago
ebhale igama lakho
gore yaanong wena
ukuthi
o
wena
tlo go painta
uzopeyinta
ya gago
elakho.
mo bekeng e yotlhe ga ntse go tlhagisiwa ditiro tsa ga mama
Kule veki yonke nxa
ke ha ke mo gopola ke mmona a tseile brush ba gage a painta before
into zakuqala
before tsene di feta tse e ne le tsa before a di painta botshelo ba gage ga ntse a re ntsha ko re leng teng gore re iphitlhele re le fana
sizifikele kule ndawo.
mme go tlile gona ga tla nako
Kuye kwafika
ya gore mama a nna a lwale
lokuthi
a tsene mo teng ga hospital
angene
a tswe o na tswa because after ya gage e ne soka e nna complete canvas ya after e ne soka e nna complete o e pentile me mama Mandela
uyipentile umama.
rona ba ba setseng
Thina abashiyeke
re kgona go bona
sikhona
gore
ukubona
motho ha a kopane le
ukuthi
Kreste
umuntu nxa edibene
modimo mo baakanya yang
uThixo umlungisa.
mme mama Mandela modimo o ne a mo baakanyetsa ha a tswa mo solitary confinement o tswile a se weak o tswile a na le power e ne e kare eagle e tlosiwang masiba mo go ene e re ha
that Mama Winnie Mandela was actually a part of, and she actually had her Easter Sunday service there. Let's now speak to a women's rights activist. Let's try once again Umam Mpumlwane, who's joining us from our Pretoria studios. Ma, a very good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, I was saying earlier, as a women's rights activist, knowing about what Mama Winnie went through, not just in her personal sake, but for the sake of all South Africans at the time, what do you want to say to the nation about her passing? We can hear her fellow church members there singing praises about how selfless she was.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. All we can say, it's humbling. All we can say as women rights activists in South Africa is to say thank you, Winnie. Thank you for your life. Thank you for being there when we needed you. Even when you were not physically there, but we knew in the corners of South Africa where we were in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, and currently, that you were there giving us support in all the work that we're doing in trying to bring dignity to women of South Africa, and in particular, black women of South Africa. And all we are saying to the family is thank you for sharing your jewel with us. And we are saying to the organization that nurtured her and her family, again, thank you. And as we do that, we are just asking the younger generation and the generation like ourselves and the generation that comes after us to take a leaf from her life and work towards ensuring the rights and dignity of women of South Africa in their diversity.
Mama Togo, let's now look at the constant
struggle. So we really
struggle.
would like to say thank you.
Absolutely, Ma. Let's now look at the constant struggle for women's rights, particularly in this country and worldwide, to be recognized. What do you think are some of the milestones that we have reached as a country in this regard, owing to the likes of Mama Winnie Mandela?
You know, in the past, just women leadership was a non-issue. Women could not lead in any aspect of life. In the 70s, the struggles were political at all corners, in the workplace, at home, even in politics, in political organization, even in the political party that she belonged to. Women were there, but in the periphery. And fast forward, today it's taken for granted that women can lead in all aspects of life. They can be judges, they can be bishops, they can be anything that they want to be. Of course, there are still challenges that we are prepared to accept. But political freedom was the basis on which we are beginning to see that there are other freedoms that we still have to fight towards socio-economic rights of women in South Africa. So we are grateful for the political freedoms that we got and the issue of just the constitutional equality and dignity of all in South Africa that is there. But there is a long way to go. There is no doubt about it. She leaves us at a time when we really have to work hard to ensure that a comprehensive freedom and right aspect of life is achieved in South Africa.
Look, Mama Togo, while we're speaking about freedom and political freedom and so forth and the emancipation of women, we know that Mama Winnie, just like yourself, was a very spiritual, praying woman of faith. She never let the injustices deter her from this. How would you encourage other women today that are faced with the daily struggles that you've just mentioned? How do we emulate Mama Winnie's unwavering dedication in such trying times?
Winnie was everything to everyone. I think the first thing she had was a real, genuine concern for the other person. It was not artificial. No one was telling her what to do. I think we all must find the importance of the other person in our lives. We should not be comfortable in our spaces when out there are other people who are not enjoying life and for whom life gives no dignity. And that's what we have learned from her. Secondly, I think we learned the value of hard work. A woman who never stayed with her children, even when she could have just closed herself at her house and bothered about her own challenges. But her challenges were minuscule compared to what she saw other people suffering. And therefore, I think the challenge is that all of us should ask ourselves, what are we there to do? What will people say about us when we pass this world? What would we have achieved in life? What value would we have added? And as women of faith, when Christ asks us, what have you done on earth? What will you say you did? Because Christ left us with a message that says, go and do what I did to other people as disciples on earth. And so we have a burden. We have a burden and a responsibility to do what Christ has called us to do, but also to emulate what Winnie Mandela did. She did the best she could under very difficult circumstances. Absolutely. But she didn't give us and give up. And so for us is to say, this generation and the generation to come, don't give up, because we all have a calling to do the best you can do to make the world a better place and a world that God can be proud of on earth.
You know, Mama Togo, when you speak about these positives and, you know, support, I mean, you always get the negatives as well, because many in the country still feel that a lot still needs to be done and fast-tracked in order to honor as well as recognize women and fortify them as a force to be reckoned with in our society, as you mentioned earlier. And many still feel that women's rights are just but a phrase in our democracy, and that doesn't materialize to tangible as well as commendable strides. I mean, how do we get past that narrative that women are still unequal in our society then?
We have to work very hard. We have to speak truth to power. As women, we should not be afraid when we see things that are wrong. When we have to work very hard to ensure that in every space where you are and in every organization that you are in your church, that we talk about what it means to be a South African who has rights, who's made, especially in church, in the image of God. And those questions are very fundamental. They come back to very basic things like socio-economic rights. Is every child around you able to eat? Does every child have a wall, a home? Do all children go to school? Do they get good education? If they don't, what am I doing about that in the community where I am? Is every child having proper sanitation, which is what not only the dignity we're talking about in terms of what Christ says about humanity, but also what our Constitution says, that everyone should enjoy equal rights and equal dignity. So as women, in our millions, and as people who are in the majority in South Africa, we must not abdicate our responsibility to other people. We have a responsibility not only to our communities and our homes, but also in political power, not to be afraid to say what we ought to say to make the world a better place.
Absolutely. Mama Togo, before I let you go, I mean, in line with what you've just said, those responsibilities, where and how then can we and other women can support each other to be better wives, mothers, daughters, sisters, friends? I mean, there's just too many societal pressure that pits women against each other on a daily basis, Ma.
Absolutely, it is very true. There are lots of things that put us apart, that intend patriarchy. We call it patriarchy, society that says women are not good enough. But we should first accept in ourselves that we are good enough, that we have a responsibility, and that we cannot do it alone. We need to have strong networks, even across our diverse lines of politics, of religion. We have something in common to make the world a better place. It's not about you, but it is about how can I, as a woman, make the world a better place. And if someone puts hurdles around you, all you have to do is to walk around those hurdles, find other people that you can join hands with to ensure that the power that women have got, not only as individual, but because of the numbers that we have, we can use those numbers to make patriarchy know that there are things we accept and things we don't accept. But truly, especially women in power, they must know that solidarity is very important.
Absolutely.
You have to remember, like Winnie, that you must be grounded in the people and in the cries of women on the ground. Then you will know why you are in a position in which you are.
Mama Togo, just one more question. I mean, we know that since her passing, we've seen various political party leaders all behind the message that her death should not be in vain, and it should in fact be used as a unifying sense of figure. What do you say to that, and how do we then use her passing and all the wonderful works that she did to emulate a better South Africa, particularly better women in South Africa?
You know, I was saying to someone that she is even ministering in her death, ministering to us in her death.
Absolutely.
And here we are as a society. We are not in a good space as South Africans. We are divided, we are angry, we have forgotten that we are one under one. We share space, we share the sun together. We all are in one God-given geographical area, and yet we are pulling apart. And Winnie is just making sure that all political parties are even coming down to say, you know what, even though we have politics, we have something bigger than just our parties and politics.
Absolutely.
We should remember that it is about the people that we serve. And so we would like to thank Winnie for reminding us of that message. And we hope when political parties go back to parliaments, and as this time when they are doing lots and lots of campaigning, they may also remember that that campaigning is not about themselves. It's about the type of society we want to have in South Africa, and the society that Winnie actually wanted, where every child will live to the best of their ability, be creative, be the best that they can. They eat, they sleep, they have education, they get good health care, and that the resources that we have that are sometimes limited are used to the benefit of those who are most marginalized in our society. And so we thank Winnie for dying at this time, even though it's painful for the family, but maybe it needed to happen for us to remember why we are in this earth.
Absolutely, Ma. And just your words of comfort to her family. I'm going to give you this platform. I know we started off by getting those kind words to the nation, but let's just hear your words to the family of Mama Winnie Mandela.
I would like to say firstly to the girls that those 2 doves that are left without mom, we just want to say that out there are many moms that love you, that thank you for all the suffering that you had. Thank you for sharing your mother with us. To the grandchildren, you have a grandmother that you shared with all of us and our grandchildren. Would like to say, take a leaf from your grandmother and ask yourself, what can I do as a grandchild? I must be proud that I belong, I share blood with this wonderful woman. And so we would like to extend our deepest love, condolences, and want to assure Winnie that we will continue where she left off. That as she smiles down at us and as she looks with concern at us, we will not disappoint her, and we hope the family will be proud that they once had a mother who is like this and whose memory will always remain with them. Thank you very much.
Mama Togo, thank you so much to you. That is Mama Togo Mpumlwane, who is a women's rights activist, and she was talking to us about the late struggle stalwart Mama Winnie Mandela. Let's now take you back to the church service, which is held in her memory. It is taking place at the Methodist Church in Soweto. She was a member of this church.
So, the person who has just gone is my beloved. Like Mama said, she never forgot us. When she had parties, re dula ko ditulong tse di ka ko pelenyana
sihlala kwezaa zihlalo ezifutshane
re ne re se boyseng ma
ngobanina
at the rising of the sun
malithi chu ilanga
and the going down of the same
ukuhamba kwabantu
we shall remember her.
Sizamkhumbula naye.
Zenani. Nawo wonke umuntu waMandela kaMadikizela and the rest of the keep the flower in your life. Let the fire continue to burn. Your mother was not only a member of the church. She was a sincere, honest, and committed worshiper. You will remember that day when she brought the whole congregation of his grandchildren to be baptized in this church. Never forget that. Stand up. I nearly said something that she once looked at me like this in the service. I remember Mama Mandela.
Nani nimekanjalo imani ngamandla Mudimu anelelo.
xa uzawundithethisa emva kwabantu abakhulu
ha o tlo mpuisa ka morao ho batho ba seng ba hodile
ufuna nam ndithi njengoba
o
bebetshilo
batla le nna ke re jwale ka se ba buile
befundisi bam
baruti ba ka
bomama
bomme
nabo bonke abantu abafanele
le
intlonipho
batho bohle ba tshwanetsweng ke tlhompho
ikhaya lakwaMandela
lehae la ha Mandela
nekhaya lakwaMadikizela
le lehae la Madikizela
izihlobo zonke nezelama
tsohle ba ba potapotile le
inkonzo
lesika
yethu yonke
tshebeletso yohle ya rona
nabo bonke ama-comrades
le bohle ma-comrade
silahlekele
re lahlehetswe bana beso
silahlekelwe yimbongolo
la lahlehetswe ke mme ya sebete
abesuthu bathi natshwara thipa
be ka bamba ke umese ngasebukhaleni
wangena apha ecaweni
akena kereke mme
ngexesha emveni kokuba uba ushalela exelele umfundisi
kwaqedile hore a qeta ho jwetsa moruti o tla
uyeza uzongena apha
wa tla o tlo kena mo kerekeng
savuya kakhulu
ra thaba haholo
sathi kanti nathi
kanti le rona
sibancinci kangaka
re le banyane tje
kwezi dusty streets
dusty tsa mo Midlands
kule cawa yethu
kerekeng ya rona e tje
ukhona
o teng motho
ocinga into yoba ngaze
o nana o ra tlo kena a tlo rapela
I want to think ukuthi
ke batla o nana hore
umama Mandela
Mandela o butsi ka hodimo
materialistic
ka dintho tse tshwaregang
umama Mandela bengajola
ona sa tadimi
ukuthi ndiphi
hore ke kae ho na le mang
umama Mandela bebesithi mina ndiyathanda
na re nna ke a rorisa ra thabiswa ke hore a kena ka ra tshebeletso a bina le rona se ya bodumisa a etsa dintho tse re di etsang le re thaba haholo ha o bewa ditulo re a tseba hore wa tla wena ha o kopanya le batho ba phahameng o ikutlwa o phahame o bone ka re le wena o phahame le bona re a thabela mme Mandela re mo thabela ka ho ba teng kerekeng thaba le lehae la hae le o phahamiswa ke yena ha re batle ho kena nthong tsa politiki rona re mo moyeng empa re mone o lwane ka nama le ka moya ka re moya wa hae a ka robala ka kgotso hobane o letile ke matshwele ba re ke mang yane e o tswa kae ba re o tswa ditlhophegong o hlopheile mme empa jwale o rwetse motlhaka wa hae amen
Ya o gopola matswale ha go se ka nna o tsena pakeng tsa bona.
Ngoba ndikhulu babo kungekho umuntu ongena esithubeni sakho.
Amen baba. Amen. Yes, so baba sinanyele kashilo fela kanti.
Ngizamuthathe kwangena isoskazi bathongeke.
Sendele mama baphambisele matawa.
Ndicele ke ingqungquthela uba mayiphakamise umabumatawa.
kodwa
Anche chi dumedise
Njalo singomama.
Rejwalo he bomme.
If bekusiya ngokunokwethu.
Ho ya ka rona.
Ngesitula until.
Nke be ile hore bina ho fihlella.
Mandibulise owakwam.
Dumedise molekane wa ka. Dumedise moruti tawana. Ha ke a tlwaela ho mmitsa mofundisi tawana. Wa haka. Ke dumedise seruti sohle se leng teng. Wa tseba he tumediso mona Wesele e tla o lahlehisa.
Kodwa ndicela nindivumele bazali bam ndithi mandinibulise nonke ngesigama lomfelo uJesu Kristu. Amen.
Ke kopa le ntumelle ke le dumedise lohle.
Ukubulisa lesithulungisile into ngenxa yokubuliso.
O tla re itukisitse bakeng la tumediso ya baleya ntweo.
Okoqala mandithi ifemeli kamama.
Sa pele nke ke re lapeng la hamme. Ke re askising. Askising. Le e tla feta.
Inoba abantu abaninzi bamangele.
Mhlawumbe batho ba bangata ba market.
Udlule abantu abakhulu ngokweminyaka.
Ho fitile batho ba baholo ka dilemo.
Kwadlula no mama ex-boxer.
Oh, wa feta le mme exa.
Umama uCharity.
Mme Charity.
Ndinethemba lokuthi uzawuthetha emva kwam.
Ne ke na le tshepo ya hore o tla bua ka morao haka.
Kodwa ndiyabona ukuthetha iminyaka.
Ke a bona jwale ntho e buang ke dilemo.
Inoba abazali bamangele.
Ke mhlomong batswadi ba market.
Uthi Nkosi yami ngomntana.
Hore he batho ngwana enwa.
Kodwa mandilithethe ngaphandle.
Ere ke ibue ka ntle.
Apha kume upresident kamama.
Mona ho eme mme president wa mme.
You know, it's so funny, and that's been teta nabani ngaphandle.
Wa tseba hore ho snacks nyana ha ke tsebe ne ke bua le mang ka ntle.
Ndime no mama Charity ngaphandle.
A eme le mme Charity ka ntle.
Endazisa kumntanakhe.
Am tsibisa ho ngwana hae.
Ndithi xa ndiphendula.
Karabo ya ka itse.
Ndithi umama Charity.
Ke itse mme Charity ke mme wa ka.
Kodwa umama Charity ndingumama.
Empa nna ke mme wa mme Charity.
Ndizama ukuthi umama ingumama kuyo.
Ke leka hore mme e ne le mme ho nna.
Kodwa bendingumama kuyo.
Empa ke ne ke le mme ho yena.
Umama ndiqalumazi Easter last year.
Mme ke qadile ho mo tseba selemong se fetseng ka Paseka.
Abantu bebefika kunyaka ophelileyo.
Jwale ka ha batho ba ne re fihla selemong se fetseng.
Bandichazelwa nguzanele uSecretary Stewart.
Ha ke tsebiswa ke mme Secretary Stewart auszanele.
Athi umama uzabe khona ngeEaster.
A re mme o tla ba le teng ka Paseka.
Athi Nkosi yami.
Ka re yo modimaka.
Ufefe olungaka.
Mohau o mokalo.
Kaloku mama ndimazela ezitv
wa tseba mme ke mo tsebela di-televisioneng
ngoku ndizibuza ukuthi mayesiza
jwale ke ipotsa gore ha tla
ukuthi ndizawuhlala phi uzawuhlala phi
ke tlo dula kae nna yena a dule kae
kanti ke ncawe seyazi ukuthi uhlala
athe kereke se e tseba gore o dula kae
xa siyomkhawulela emotweni
ha re ilo mo kgahlanyetsa koloing
ndihamba nosizanele
tsamaya le ausanele
mna ndilindele xa endibulisa athi molo mntanam
nna ke emetse gore ha ntumedisa a re dumela ngwanaka
wathi molo mama wam
a re dumela mme waka
ndaphelelwa ngamandla
ka fellwa ke maatla
ngathi ufesolunga
ka re mohau o mokalo
akusiwonke nawonke
a se motho ohle
ofumana ufesolunga
ya fumanang mohau o mokalo
ufikile umama enkonzweni
o fihlile he mme tshebeletsong
wahlala pho ahlala khona
a dula mo a dulang teng
ndahlala pho ndihlala
ka dula mo ke dulang teng
ithe i-SABC on
itse ha tshebeletso e ntse e le hare
alungiselela ukuhamba
ha lokisetsa ho tswa
ndabona usizanele endize sithi umama uyabiza
ka bona usanela mpitsa a re mme o kopa o mpone
xa ndisondela kuye
itse ha ke atumela ho yena
wathi ndiyavula ukukubona
a re ke thabetse ho o bona
ndivile ukuthi ndinomama omtsha
ke utlwile gore ke fihletse ke mme ya motjha
ndivile ukuthi umama wam ngumntana omncinci
ke utlwile gore mme wa ka ke ngwana ya monyenyane
wathi kodwa awusingumntana
a re empa ha o ngwana
ungumama wam umlomo
o mme wa ka molomo o tletse
umama wahamba
mme a tsamaya
wathi mayehamba wacela ukuthi ucela siyombona
itse ha tsamaya a kopa gore o kopa ho ilo bona
sathi sizilungiselele ukuthi siyombona
re ntse re itukisetsa tsela ya ho ya teng
impilo ayikho ntle
ha thwe bophelo ha bo botle ho
unyaka
nyaka
ke wade waphela
selemo sa fela
wafika umama nge-good friday
mme a fihla ka paseka
xa ndiyombona kwakhona
ha ke ilo mmona hape ke mo kgahlanyetsa koloing
mna kena njengomntu omdala
nna he jwale ka ha ke le motho o moholo
omdala
ha o thwe o moholo wa kula
ndicimbe ezinye izindawo zazo okanye
ke
zilibele
nahana ntho tse ding o di lebetse kapa ha o di tsebe itse ha ke mo kgahlanyetsa koloing
wathi mama wam
a re mme wa ka
wandiphuza umama
aka
sangena
ra kena
iwari yam ke ukuthi ngumntu omdala
bothata baka ke motho o moholo
ayisavumi kahle
le bophelo ha bo sa dumela
nkosi yam inkonzo ye-good friday inkonzo ende
bathong good friday ke nako e telele tshebeletso ya teng empa o dutse
loo nto leyo akahlala nje
ha a dula fela
umbona ukuthi umzimba
o
uyanyakaza
mmona gore mmele wa sisinyeha
kule nto sikuyo
wa mmona gore o nthong e re leng ho yona
nje ukuthi aphakame
empa o hlokile ho phahama
uhleli ixesha
o dutse nako
if I'm not mistaken wake xa uzashumayela ibizwi le-7
ha ke sephoso e ka re o tsamaile ha o tla rera lentswe la o
xa
qetela
sikhuphela phaa ngaphandle
ha ntshetswa ka ntle
yayazi ke mosi xa kukho umntu omkhulu
wa tseba he ha o na le motho ya
okanye xa
moholo
kukho i-celebrity
kapa ha o na le motho ya tsebahalang ho ntshuwa di-cellphone
abantu bangafona
batho ba itukisitse gore ba ka mo nka dinepe
ngathi sicela ungafona
ra kopa ra re kopa ho seke ga nkuwa difoto
uhleli ithuba elide nkonzweni
hobane mme o dutse nako e telele
mayesaphuma kulaa geyithi yemishini
ha a tlo tswa gating ele ya mishine
wathi kuqoti kathi fotana nomama notata
a re ke kopa o mfote nna le mme le ntate
inene safona
ka nnete o re nkile difoto
ke xa kusitsho yena ndizafona
ka re hai ha o tjho yena ai ke tla dumela
xa sigqiba ufota
ha re qeta ho nka difoto
I don't know how many times endiphuza
a ke tsebe gore o ntshunne ha kae
wandiphuza
a ntshuna ya ba e kare
uyayazi ukuthi uya
wa tseba gore o ya kae
xa ehaga owakwam
itse ha qala a aka wa haka
naye wamphuza
le yena a mo suna
and loo nto leyo wamphuza apho ndiphuza khona
a mo suna mo ke sunang teng
athi nkosi yam
ka re yo modimo wa ka
ufefolunga
mohau o mokalo
mayengene emotweni
ha kena koloing
senza ijoke apha ngaphandle notata
re etsa motlae ka ntle le ntate tshitse
thetha ne-bodyguard
re bua le bodyguard
aninowapha ningashiya nimali ecollection
ha le no tsamaya le saka la sia tšhelete ya monelo
besithetha ne-bodyguard bodyguard.
ne re bua le bodyguard
Mama wa ndibizela.
mme a mmitsa ka morao
Wavula iwallet.
a bula walate
Wazijampa ezi siqhelu sizisenkosi.
a di tlodisa hetse tse re tlwaetseng ho di tlisa tafoleng
Wazijampa dijogile.
a di tlola ke mo o shebile
Wandinika 200.
a mo neeletsa 200
Wathi ndifake kwi-college.
a re a ikene monehelong
Bekumnandi bantu mama.
ho bile monate re na le mme
Uthi uyandifeyisa uma ingena emotweni.
o re wa ntšheba ha kena koloi
Uthi awufuni ukundibona apho ndihlala.
o re ha o batle hore o bone mo ke dulang teng
Mama, kulo unyaka nakanjani.
re re selemong se jwang kapa jwang
Ndithi ndibuhlungu nje because silungiselele i-convention.
ke bohloko hobane ka laboraro ke convention
Kodwa masibuya kwi-convention.
empa ha re kgutla conventioneng ka manta re na le wena
Ndizawuza ndihamba nale
ke
executive.
tla tla ke tsamaya le executive ena
Wathi ndiyathemba kuzawuba njani.
a re ke na le tshepo ya hore ho tla ba jwang
Xa uthetha tata umlwabe.
ha ntate molwabi ha o bua
Ndiyabona nathi befuna uyosivisa mnandi nje.
ke a bona umhlomong a batla ho ilo re utlwisa monate jwale ka wena
Nathi bezawusibeka apho.
le rona o na tla re beya mole
Kodwa ke
empa he
isicwangciso zezinto.
ditokiso ke tsa rona
Kodwa izigqibo zikaThixo.
qeto ke tsa modimo
Asisoli.
ha re sole
Asisoli uNkulunkulu.
ha re sole tseo modimo a se entseng
Koko siyabulela.
ka hoo re a leboha
Bathe nabantu xa besi-interview.
itse batho ha ba ntse ba tla ba tlo re
Bathi
botsa
sizisa because i-Friday iyimini yokugqibela yakhe ubana abantu.
ba re tletse hore re tlo le tsebisa re tlo monka hobane ke Friday ne le tsatsi la hae la qetelwana le batho
Sathi siyabonga uNkulunkulu.
ra re a leboha ho modimo
Loo nto leyo ebemhle umama.
ka mokgwa o na le motle ka teng mme
Ebemhle.
o ne a le motle
Kodwa ke siyabulela kuNkulunkulu.
empa he re a leboha ho modimo
Xa besithu lapha singomama.
ha ne re bina re le bomme
Besicelebrate ilife esiphilileyo.
ne re keteka nako e re phetseng le yena ka yona
Ukukhala singomama bomanyano.
sa rona ke sello fela re le bomme ba manyano
Xa sithula kakhulu boyazi ukukhala kwethu.
ha re bina haholo o tsebe hore ke tsona dikeledi tsa rona
Ngoba intlungu siziveza ngokoziveza.
hobane bohloko bo tswa ka tsela tse sa tshwaneng
Sibonga kakhulu kophezulu.
re leboha ya hodimo
Sithi nakwifemeli
re re lelapeng
anilahlekelanga.
ha le a lahlehela lolo le bang
Nathi sizamkhumbula.
le rona re tla mo hopola
Asiyazi ke kuyohlala abanye endaweni yakhe.
ha re tsebe he ha e le paseka ke mang ya tla dulang setulong sa hae
Sinikela kumdala.
empa re neeletsa ho mohlodi ke yena ya re hlotseng ha se rona
Siyabulela.
ka mantswe ao ke malebo ao amen
Sifike ke apha kunyaka ophelile ngoJanuwari.
itse ga dithoto tsa rona di ntse di pakolwa di tsenngwa mo tlong
Kuthe xa behliswa imithwalo yethu ifakwa phezulu emishini.
go na le bao ba ileng ba re a na itse gore sekete ke mo mebili a rapelang teng
Kunabanye baye bathi kuthi niyayazi lesekethe uba kulapho umamuwini ethandaza khona.
ebile a na itse gore every easter re bolekela kgomo
Niyazi na ukuba khonge pasika unidonate uninika inkomo
gobane o na rata batho
ngenxa yokuba bekethanda abantu.
e le motho ya fatshe
Umuntu ozithobileyo.
Umuntu uyafikelelekayo.
Umuntu ofikelelekayo.
Mongaphi mofitile.
Kunyaka ophelileyo.
Kana kuena violence eleliteng ya boabuti ba bolaya di-spouse tsa bone.
Ngela xesha le-violence beyikhona ootata bebulala abalingani babo.
Kana kuele khona le problem go di-taxing.
Ngelo xesha kunengxaki emateksini.
Ofisi ya mama ile yafone.
I-ofisi kamama iye yafona.
Ya-organize thapelo elelekhondo St. Stadium.
Yaqala ke umthandazo ozaba phaa eDobsonville Stadium.
Ele go intervene mo dintweng tse di le teng tsa di-taxi.
Ukungena kulo mfazwe ekhona yamateksi.
So se bontsha the type of a person she was.
Leyo nto ibonisa intlobo umama bekeyiyo.
O ile a fihla ka koloi la gagwe ntsho.
Uye wafika ke ngale moto yakhe emnyama
A6.
le yakhe Audi A6.
Kabakela bophelo.
Ngenxa yempilo ke
o ile a tshwanela tsele le mo teng ka yone.
kuye kwafanele ukuthi makangene ngayo etenteni.
Empa seo ke no tlhomphelang sone ke gore tlhaka engeke.
Into endimhlonipha ngayo kukuthi bekezilimela.
Azange wasinikela.
Hayanela.
So ubethile.
Ekukhuleni.
She defies ubetsi ka bona.
Yena ke udefine ukugula oko.
Adifaya old age ka yona.
Nokuguga ngoba
itse ga ke nagana ka ene.
Ngithe xa ndicinga ngaye
athi amamthwe kaPawulos.
Wenza ke namazwi kaPawulos.
Ntoni ezosihlukanisa uthando?
Ekalirhawukanisa liliralo lam ndini.
Akitlalana.
Yindlala na.
Intshutshiso na.
Ukutshutshiswa na.
Imfazwe na.
Kimntwa na.
Uthi xa phendula uPawulos.
Una araba Pawulos.
Athi no. Nothing can separate us.
Ayikho into engasehlukanisa nothando lukaThixo.
Silukisetsa morero wa letsatsi.
Ndilungisela ke umshumayeli welanga.
Empa pele ga gago go na le batho mo ba ba bophileng go feta.
Ngaphambi komshumayeli kunabantu ababini abafuna ukugqitha.
Mokgatlo wa rona wa MKV.
Inhlangano yethu ye-MKV. Ewe. Eyomama.
Kabakela gore re fa ba ka se kgone go bona pele.
Ngoba silapha angeke bakhona ukuya ekhaya.
Re ile ra kopa fela gore re tle re ba fe metsotso le bone.
Siyasacela ukuthi nabo sibaphe umzuzu.
Ke bone batho ba kgone go ka tshedisa legae.
Nabo bakhona ukuthuthuzela ekhaya.
A ke kope ka ona motsotso gore ma-MKVA a tle ka bobedi.
Bandicela ke ngalo mzuzu ba ama-KMVA bawenze ngapha. Ngengoma yabo. Ama-KMVA.
All right, we'll keep monitoring that church service that is currently taking place during at a former, of course, Mama Winnie's church. There, that is her church members from the Women's Church in Soweto. But let's.
Holy Bathi cela i-women's league ibuye umuva. Ngiphi make yasebenzayo la?
Masifake salindile futhi.
Asifuni ukudla isikhathi. Lo ulapha nguweziwe kwaMzimeli. Igama lami lase-exile ndinguPaulina. Ndimi kule ndawo, I'm one of i-protector kamama. Ngabo-1993 ndangiyi-protector kamama. Kodwa ke ndizawuqala ndibulise kubo bonke abantu abalapha. Ndiqale ngabafundisi bami. Umama ebeseka lapho utshilo wathi ukubulisa ewisile kuyabhayizisana. Especially mosoli guerrilla sizawubhayisa ngakubo. Ndibulisa abotata abafundisi, abotata, abomama, i-guild, amadodana. Ndibulise ifamily yami esingayo apha, ifamily kamama, uMama Winnie. Ndibulise ifamily yakwa Mandela, ndibulise neyakwa Mandela. Ndibulise nama-colleagues wami endihamba nawo apha. Lapha nibabona ngaphambili zimember zomkhonto wesizwe. Ndithi ewisile ngoba iwisile indawo ye-African National Congress. Ndithi amandla. Long live the spirit of Mama Winnie Mandela, long live. Long live the spirit of Mama Winnie Mandela, long live. Long live the spirit of Oliver Tambo, long live. Long live the spirit of Chrisani, long live. Long live. Long live. Amandla. Thank you. Andisobamde bomama nabotata nefamily. Sizothi njengefamily nathi ngoba akunamuntu ngamaziyo umama. Umama was born a leader. Umama ngumama, akuthiwa ngumama Winnie ngoba engumama enxibilokwe ungumama. Sizothi kwifamily duduzekani akuhlangani ngehliyo. Sithi bophani amanxeba. Sithi niduduzeke, sithi ningalahli ithemba ngakufelwa. Sithi siyifamily ngoba nathi siyifamily masikule ndawo. Ngoba nisibona singumzana, we are sisters. Sizothi ke kuba mama basewisile nabo mama Xole. Umama naye uyayithanda into eniyenzile ngokuthi nibambe inkonzo yakhe. Ngiqinisekile nefamily iyajabula apho ikhoyo. Ukubona ukuthi umama noba uyaziwa ukuthi ungumama wabantu kodwa xa soyibona practical, especially kwizizukulu zikamama, especially izizukulu zabo Sizenani, zona zingawubonanga kakhulu umzabalazo njengathi. Nabo ndiyaqonda into yobana bayajabula apho bakhoyo kwaye bayavuya apho bakhoyo. Ndifuna ukuthi bomama into esiphakamisile apho sisuka khona sabalapha ayisisikhalo nje. Zi-actions zakhe umama nangoku asika-believe ukuthi umama uhambile. I still remember sikhuluma nama-colleagues bathi abanye ingathi singamvusa abe na-45. Nangoku we are not happy ukuthi umama ude walala laphayana engekayiphathi le country. Besibawela isithi noba sithi obomama baphathe kodwa umama noba bekuthiwa yi-deputy president ye-country nje kanye besingavuya. Kodwa ke ixesha seligqithile alikhalelwa. Asazi uba singathini kodwa impilo zethu nje zibuhlungu ngaloko noba kasiyi-president ye-country, just a deputy president ye-country. Ube yi-president ye-Women's League, that was not enough. I-struggle ithi kwi-Freedom Charter, one of the clause ithi we will fight side by side with our male counterpart. So asithandi xa sibona kungekho abantu abangomama emzabalazweni, especially kwi-top 6. Especially kwi-top 6, especially kwi-ANC iyonke nje. Ngaske sibone kunabomama abapha phezulu Kodwa ke bakhona bomama be-Women's League lana umsebenzi wabo nathi sinomsebenzi wethu esizawudlala irole kubanye abantu abasezemveni kwethu sibabonise ukuthi yintoni umzabalazo. Ndifuna ke ukuthi singabomama lana umama even at the time after kuphuma utata Robben Island ezile exile Uganda nase Zambia still wafuna ukubona abomama more than anything yabakhona kwaziwa kwathi abomama bakhona utata ukhona kodwa wafuna le meeting yakhe special nabomama. So that is why nathi sithe before kube na yonke into ekhona kube nomncwabo kube nama-memorial service ithi nathi sibe khona sifuna esa special time nathi special moment with our mother. So siyabonga ke bodata ngokusinikeza ixesha
Sabashiya basale khaya savuma sangena wamanyama nyamazwe lapho ungazikhona baba nomama solweni kongeleko sabashiya bafowethu savuma sangena wamanyama nyamazwe kongeleko baba nomama solweni kongeleko sesithi sala bekhaya sesingena wamanyamazwe lapho kungazikhona ubaba nomama solweni
Some interesting visuals there. We've just seen the ANC Women's Defence Wing. They're entering the church service that is currently taking place at Mama Winnie's former church, the Women's Manyano, out at the Methodist Church in Soweto. We now take you live to Parys in the Free State, where SABC acting political editor Sophie Mogwene is speaking to the mother of Stompi Sempe, Uma Ujoy Sempe. Sophie, it's over to you.
Tomorrow as well, as part of this rolling memorial, rolling program of memorial services, part of the 10-day memorial program that we have already outlined. The Deputy President will be at the Jack Waters Hall in Limpopo Province as well, continuing exactly with that work. On Tuesday, the Secretary General of the ANC announced that on Tuesday we will host the ANC's National Memorial Program in Bizana, in the Eastern Cape, which is expected to be addressed by the President of the ANC. All other activities are unfolding as planned. There will be visits by the SG and other officials to hospices as part of the Winnie Mandela Day of Service out in Soweto. You have seen murals have already been unveiled at various sites in Soweto, and we welcome the efforts of the many artists who are beginning to do the same throughout the country. On Thursday, we'll have a woman, Umanyano SG, of the Methodist Church in Soweto. Together with the MKMVA, will coordinate night vigil on Friday in Soweto. So these activities, when there are updates, we'll be coming back and filing those. I am now going to allow the Secretary General at a certain point to begin speaking to yourselves on the significance of this visit. I hope that all of yourselves are now ready to go ahead with the coverage, and thank the ENCA, the SABC and ANN7 for being here with us, and through your platform allowing members space to put things on record. Secretary General, I'm now going to hand over to you to speak to the nation on the significance of this visit.
No, I think we hear that Me Manangi Sipei, the mother to Stombo, we know him as Stombo. That was the Stombi came later, but this was Stombo, 14 years during the year in the 80s. They were 14. So they were 14 years old, and they were participating during those days. They were participating. They could make sure that there's no schooling, 14, and they were harassed by the police. And Stompo was one of those. And then what we did, because they were harassed, we had to try and take them out of the area here. Majority of them went to Gauteng, and they even went to Mama Winnie. They stayed at the Methodist Church. That's where Paul Varine comes in. But Mama Sipe has been and is still a member of the ANC Women's League, ANC. For all those years, she has been part of the ANC. And when we found out that she, on the media, that she wants to go to the funeral, because she has met Mama Winnie several times, we then said, we checked with the branch here and the Women's League, because Major Wida is the deputy chairperson of the Women's League in the province, and she's the mayor here. And she's also very active in the Women's League locally. So we felt, let the media come and talk to Mema Nanki direct, without diluting anything and without us speaking on her behalf. So Rita Lokolo, Abuele, le lona le mobotse anything askapata letho askatshaba letho a ipuele ka mokgwa a tseba mme Winnie le tse dintse le batlang go di tseba a ipuele free so that re ke re kwale chapter ena a dintho tse leng gore ke bo mabarebare so di kutlole go motho ha a bua ka bo yena o batla bua Sesotho Meman Manangi, le kanna le tswele pele le bue le ta bua ka Sesotho le hlaise
a ke re tsantse le mpotse dipotso
a ka qala mme Manangi a bua
a le batlo mo le
mohlomong ka ka hlalosetsa hore go ya ka wena ditaba tsena di le tsa etsahala nakong e fetileng ha o ka re phethela mohlomong hore o kila kopana le mme Winnie mme le ile la qetella ditaba tsa lona jwang motsotsong wa jwale o ikutlwa jwang
maybe le pele a kena mo a ka bua ka Stompo Stompi a ba kena ditabeng tse
o bua ka Stompi
ka ngwana
o mo tseba jwang o tlile jwang a be struggling and then la ya jwang
o na bitso
le mme Winnie wena o fihlela go kopana le
na bitso la ka ke Manangi Sipei ke mme wa Stompi Sipei ke emong ke ore ke wa mokgatlo wa African National Congress ebile hape ke Women's League Stompi Sipei ke ngwanaka o kene sekolo ha bala ha kalo o badile o fikela o sala 2 empa ona le bohlale ona na le bohlale bo mo boksa botsebeng ona le bohlale bo mo boksa botsebeng ke ka dilo tseba gore Stompi o teng di politiki ka 1985 ka le hona ke tsebang gore Stompie te dipolitiki le teng se ke bona maponesa sa jena ba mplela gore ba batla Stompie ka kala ke tseba e be le gore ba monka ba mothola ba monka ba tsamaya le yena ba ile le yena ka rona tsa ba bokopi sosol e le bro neng ka utho ba lahleile ke tlo utlwa ka tsatsi le leng ntate mong a tla hona mo ZCCR o kopane le moshimanyana mnyenyana o leiwo bitso la hae a re ke Stompo Sipei a mo fa address ya mone ke dula teng gore ke ngwana mamma a ra ba mutlwela bohloko a mo fa 50 rand a tla tlo sheba gore ha manete ke a bo Stompie Sipei mo ka mlela ka re ya ke a bo Stompie Sipei neng itsa ke re ke a go yena Stompie Sipei ka utlwa o Stompie Sipei o sa le Potchefstroom a ngwaletse mme Malofafa mone ke dula teng lengolo gore diaparo dia fela o kopa le tšhelete ya ba ke ya ke lo bona Stompie Sipei ko Potchefstroom ka 1986 ke ne ke pepile ngwana ka mnyenyana o teng wa sebetsang no mathapelo ke mo pepile ke ya lena tronkong eo ke sa tsebeng bo group ne le ka 1986 87 Stompie la twa tronko ka 88 ka 88 ka di 1 tsa December bo Stompie bana le case ya ngata dikoloi tsa maponesa ka majo ka ke ya he ko ha ke fitla ko ka di 1 Stompie una le teng ya ba ke qetella Stompie ka di 1 ke tlo utlwa ka di 12 tsa January 1989 ke mo ke utlwang hantle hore Stompie o tlhokafetse ke bolelwa ke agente ngwe go teng ke ditoi mara yena ha mpolella a re Stompie o tlhokafetse ke a tseba Stompie na rata bicycle o ile ka bicycle be ke sa nke ha kalo neng batho ba mpolella ba re Stompie o tlhokafetse o bolauwe ha Winnie Mandela le teng be ke sa nke neng ha tse ke tsa matropo ke le ka wa ka gotwa ka ra ema ntho e le o Stompie o tlhokafetse ha manete Stompie o tlhokafetse ka di 16 ka di ho fitla baruti honna moruti Paul Verreini le Peter Story ba mpolella hore Stompie o nyametse ene o ya ka mkgo ba tsebang ka teng Stompie o lemetse empa ba tsebe hore Stompie wa phela ka pojwang empa maponesa atla a kopa ho nthusa ka Stompie ke ske ka hana ke ye ka manete ka di 16 tsa February ka maponesa fihla ba re kuka le nna ke wa ka re ya Brickstein re fita renka o mongwe mafeidi ba re ke Dempsey re ya lena Diepkloof Mosare ha re fitla Diepkloof Mosare ke mo ba ileng ba mpotsa gore nde ke a tseba gore ke Stompie na be ke re ya ke kopa ba montshe ke mo bone ba monka ba mme a monte ka reng bete be ke ba bontsha ke re la bona Stompie o na phemme mara ka morao hana moriri ka re o na le tshwao mono la lona le ngwana mongwe le ponesa nkgabe a mhlaba ka lesenke ka re la meno a hae a tswetse ko ntle jona ka dintja ke Stompie ka re le tshwao le ke le tshwao la hae la tswalo ka re tebe tsa ila di le ntsho ke Stompie ka mosheba ka letsohong la left so la left ne le tshwana le laka antle ka mosheba ka letsohong lena a ke qeta itsa ke re ke mosheba mona ngwana ko haya ba tsipa batho ba ka mahlo gore ke ske ka fitla mo mara ka ske ka ba le pelaelo o na tletse Stompie ona ne tlo ba motho o mmele be ke mosheba ka tlasa loto la hae la right go nona le letshwao la tswalo ba re hona ba re bona ba gole ke Stompie ba bantsha diaparo be ke re bana ba ne ba tenelana go Gauteng be ke re mara katiba eo a rwetse mese o wa hae mo matante ke a hae le teki ba re o na rola size ma be ke re o na rola size 4 ba ba etsa ba sheba ba re hona o sane ke tle mara ba batle ke tle le nna ke wa ka o mo ke tle ke le mo itsa ke fitla mono ra tsamaya ra ya Brickstein ha re fitla Brickstein ra go tlela Diepkloof Mosare re fumane bo Dr. Kuorone wa foko le Joubert Dr. Kuorone wa foko kwa ditopo ona le motelletseng and then le Joubert kwa Sponesa ba ile ka mo ba ile a ba gutla ba re fela wa mtseba ke ngwana hao re bone ona sena pasa mara re totse menona ya matsogo
ibe o la kgona mohlomong ho buisana le batho ba amehang hore ho etsahetseng mme o qeteletse o amohetse taba e jwang
ina le bohloko taba e ha ke utlwa mare ka hobane re le ra tsamaya re le bomme ba Freestata le ntho tse ding le ba bang ra ya Cape Town le tona dala o mona le teng o na santsa phela ka nako engwe ho nona le mokgatlo o theke ilitha la bantu bane ba bua ka tsona ntho tse kena hore ha ngwana hao ha blauwe ke motho na o tla mo tshwarela na ke le ka ipotsa dipotso tse ngata hore na ke ka tshwarela ka bojwang mare ke le ka tswa ka ya go ntle go toilet ka sia ngwana wa ka o ka ya go toilet ka renta te modimo ke kopa ro nthuse ke tshwarele motho bane ntho e tlo ja nna ka rasuba ya ba ntho lengwe ya ka ya lokoloa o fihlela ke kopana le Mewini ke kopana le na go toilet o sina motho a tsebang ngwana wa ka o na rata go bapala ka metsi a rata gore o ya toilet ha re fitla toilet ngwana o bapala ka metsi o tlhapa matsogo nna ke ka toilet ha ntse ke le ka toilet go utlwa ke re wa mosele a re dumela Mewini a re dumela nana a re mewa go kae a re tlo bone mme wa ka zinzi a mo tshwara ka letsogo Winnie a tshwara ngwana ka letsogo ba tla o nna taba pela e buile monna o itse ha ona motho ka o tshitang ka ngwana o me Stompi o tshwana le Stompi ene tate modimo a ntshwarele ya ba ke tshwaretse Mewini o fihlela ona jwale ya ba ntho e ya lokoloa go nna
maponisa a hlalosa gore ha se yena a yentseng taba e ke hona batho ba bangata ba hlahang jwale ba re ha se yena
hash nna ke tsebe le nna ke re jwalo ha ke tsebe modimo ke ena tsebang gore ke mang mare nna ke tshwaretse motho o mong le o mong o lebitso la hae ne le hlahella moo
mara o fila jwang gore maybe ba molatofaditse I think that's the way.
Can I ask in English for a translation?
Okay, o fila jwang gore maybe ne ba blame Mama Winnie all these years like ne Sophie o fetotho hona no gore Mama Winnie isn't the one who actually killed who stole but actually bo George Fivers ba buile gore ke bo re tseng ba mbolaile o fila jwang ka ntho
ai a tseba ke nga ke tsebe nka reng wena nne go ba ntho e ne sa tlhole le teng nna tsa pele di fitile ha ke tsebe mhlomong ke bona lona la isala morago nna mare tsa pele di fitile nna
mara ke re wena e sa lo ntso tshore ha ona mo Winnie Mandela
a kena nteng mara tsa pele di fitile
o lakatsa ho ya lefung ebe o fumane thuso ya hore o tlo yo hlaha lefung
ke tlo tsamaya le meyere le ba bang re a lefung ke a batla ho ya lefung la Winnie
molaetsa wa ho setjhaba sa Afrika Borwa ka morao ba taba ena e be ditabeng ka hara naha le ka ntle ho naha mme hona le ditaba tse sa nepahalang tse tsamaiswang mme khona batho ba hlahang ba le ka hore ho hlalosetsa setjhaba nnete ya taba molaetsa wa ho setjhaba sa Afrika Borwa
molaetsa wa ka ho setjhaba sa Afrika Borwa ke hore batho ba se ke bang ka ditaba tse ba sa di tsebeng gore motho ha utlwa ntho a ska enka ba sa e mathisa
Samgar? You can ask in English, we'll translate it.
But it's not. That shouldn't be an excuse.
Yeah.
How has the ANC, particularly Ubabu Ace Magafu, who's been chairman of the province for some time now, how have they treated you within the province, looking into how you lost your son?
How
do you feel? How has the ANC treated you over the years since you lost your son during the struggle days or into the early transition of the new democratic dispensation? How have they, in particular the former provincial chair and premier and his ANC collective, how have they treated you here in the province? How has the ANC largely treated you? Winnie Mandela is largely regarded as the one who killed Stompy. How have you felt over these years, and how has the organization which you belong to treated you over these years?
Mama yena e hlaisa ke hore boetapele ba ANC mo provinceng ya Free State ne ntse e le tshweriang since le utlwile ka ditaba tsa Stompy o fihla le ka jeko le ntse le sebedisana yang le boetapele ba ANC le hore le ha me Mandela na ntse ba pharwa ka molato no o itsure ha o teng wena dijara tse kaofela tse no ntse o fila yang le o re boetapele ba ntate Magashule a nne le moetapele mo provinceng ya Freestata ne bo tshwere yang
nna ke swere nna boetapele ba ntate Magashule ke bona bo le hantle go ra ona next change le ngonna site la bakeng sa ntho e leng etsahala ha ona next change le ngonna gore mohlomong ka tloela mokgatlo wa ka wa African National Congress ka baka la ntho e ntse ke tswela pele le no ntse ke le mo.
Okay, just to also clarify, members of the media, Messi Pay o ya Bramford ka usani le deputy chair ya province ya Women's League ka Tuesday o ya ha me Winnie Mandela o hlaisa di condolences tsa matshidiso and all of that. She will also be participating in the National Memorial Service and will also be attending the federal. The ANC headquarters is handling and taking care of all those logistics that they've got to do with their attendance. Can I allow maybe the deputy? Okay, that's fine.
Ha hona motho o mong kapa mekgatlo e menekileng ya tla ho wena e sale ho etsala bohloko bo gore mohlomong le bona ba batla ho thusa ho ya difung ha hona kgatello hla ka mo le ka mo
ba batla ba bang ke le ka etsa phoso le nna ke le ka etsa phoso mara ke le ka bua le meyera wa ka ba mpotsa hore ha ke ka khona ho ya kwana be ke re ke tla khona mara ha ke na tšhelete kana kweno meyera wa ka na soka a tla mohaka a tlo mpolella hore o smanang ke wa ya kapo ha o ina so go labana le mokgatlo o mong o le wa fihla mo mara ke le ka bua le bona ka mo morao ka re ke tsama le mokgatlo wa ka ba le batla ha ba mfounela ka re ke tsama le mokgatlo wa ka wa African National Congress ko stompo a qadileng teng.
But you must remember, since those years, from that's why she's talking about 85. Remember, in 1984, July 15, against the Quran of Bills, these guys were very active, young as they were. And then in 86, they were then arrested, the state of emergency. When they were released from the state of emergency, that's the time they left for Soweto. And the mother since then, it was not only Stompie who was active. Manangi in her own right has been a member of the ANC Women's League and all that until today. And she has never had any issue about the ANC. Also really and active even today in the ANC and the ANC Women's League locally in her branch.
Secretary General, the other issue is that there was a lot of misinformation and people are beginning to tell the truth right now. Many people believed what was said then by the security establishment, particularly the security branch and those who were operatives assisting the then system. Even very senior and high-profile ANC leaders in and outside the country got a particular narrative and information, perhaps that has led to many believing whatever was said then. Moving forward as a country, how do we ensure that incidents such as these don't happen again, but also to ensure that the misinformation and character assassination is a thing of the past?
Well, it's difficult because the politics of today are no more politics of the revolution. The politics of today is to tarnish the image of people. And once you are tarnished, your image is gone forever. And I'm happy that the general of the police, was it George Fivers, is coming out now. He should have come out early when there were this accusation about Comrade Winnie, but it is still good that he has come out now. And Mama Winnie now goes to her grave with this image that she has killed Stompie and all that. And it's so bad. Because even if you get into a court of law, you say, I'm not guilty of any fee. If charges have been fabricated, and we knew, because we have been working with Mama Winnie, we have been there all the time. We all ran away from the Free State, and we're there. We trained the Stompy and the others how to use an AK-47, how to use a hand grenade at Mama Winnie's place. There was no way a 14-year-old could become an informer. A 14-year-old could just be killed by Mama Winnie. This boy was very close to Mama Winnie, Nabom Palola and many others. My 14, all the 14s went there. And they are still alive today, some of them. So it is very painful, but the truth has come out. And I don't think we should repeat the same mistake again and keep on fabricating charges against people. And many leaders today who are saying Mama Winnie has done this, I'm sure they are surprised. Because you remember even the ANC established a commission, a commission which was saying Mama Winnie was involved here. And this is where you can believe Julius, when she says Mama Winnie was one of the most powerful women. So to prevent her from any occupying any key strategic position in the ANC, just like Kresani, you had to smear her with this smear campaign. And the comrades know in the UDF, there was even a delegation, because I was part of the National Executive Committee of the UDF, and some people were sent to Comrade Winnie. The ANC in exile has to come in and establish a commission. And Mama Winnie has never participated in the killing of Stompy Sipe. We have explained it so million times. We know her at the personal level. We stayed there. I don't know what people still want to know. We have worked with Paul Varane and many others ourselves. So I think let's not repeat that mistake again. And let's not try and claim Comrade Winnie when we were the people who were actually saying in the past, Comrade Winnie has done this. And today, things have been clarified. We want to say, we know Comrade Winnie and all that. No.
Do you think the former president of the ANC, the late O.R. Tambo, was given a proper briefing in terms of what was happening in the country? Do you think those in exile and those who were in the country really had intelligence in terms of what the system was about and what was happening?
Ms. Sophie, a lot of comrades have died because of lies, even in the ANC, even during those times, because the ANC was highly infiltrated. Remember, Nelson Mandela did not want us to come out and say this. Some of these leaders of the ANC were informers. We had to kill this because there was not going to be an ANC tomorrow. A lot of people infiltrated the ANC. Many innocent people in that process died. Go back to that commission which was established by the ANC. I was reading about it 2-3 days ago. It is there. You will still find that report which was actually talking about Comrade Winnie Madikizela Mandela. And there's no way Comrade Winnie Madikizela Mandela was found guilty by anything. It was our internal politics. And just to prevent her from going up.
SG, do you think that the ANC is doing enough to celebrate or rather honor the life and times of Stompy Sipe?
God does not crush the weak. God
the
smallest hope
that Mama Winnie
for this one God's power is made perfect in our weaknesses. And as a result, we can face and confront difficulties in God's paradoxical power. It is through strength that we face our God-given faith enables us to turn ugly wounds into beautiful scars. Batho bana ba tsamaya ka tseletswa ba utlwile ho bana modimo na le bona e ka re modimo wa kgotso ha re keteka bophelo ba mmele e ka re ka mohella ho yena moya wa hae a re tsetsa mohau a re tsetsa mohau a mo tsetsa mohau tsamaya morena tsamaya mamutana mosebetsi o motle o sebeditse tumelo o bolokile leeto o qetile tsamaya o lo amohela setjhaba sa hao sa Kreste morena. Amen. Re tla bina pina e re peletsang ka yona batho ba dumelang. Oh
ngalo mzuzu ke sizawubiza
utata wethu
mtate wa rona
azwenza ilizwi on behalf of the family.
Atoyetsa lentswe he
utata uThiti Mathanzima.
Ubawo ke uThiti Mathanzima.
Siyabulela ke kakhulu singumzila amadizela noMandela. Sibulela into enkulu esiyenzelwe yile nkonzo. Okokuqala ukwamkela umama wethu
Santla kwamogela mme wa rona
namenza ilungu lale nkonzo.
la modira karolo leloko la kereke.
Nagqithisa ngokuba nimeme ifamily nizokwenza lo msebenzi omhle kangaka.
La fitisa la tla go dira mosebetsi o montle yona mo disikeng.
Senza umbulelo ongazenzisiyo ngalo msebenzi.
Re dira ditebogo tse di sa itirising ka tiro yena.
Lo msebenzi kamama usinikeze umfanekiso olungileyo.
Tiro ya mme e re le setshwantsho se se siameng.
Ukhuthaze nabahede nabafana nathi ba nenkokheli ziyangena ziyamazi uThixo njengoThixo.
Ukhutaditse le bahete le ba tshwana le rona gore ba iteledi pele le bona ba tsena.
Xa kungene umama wase wanyaniseka ngolhlobo nakuthi amahlathi aphelile.
Ga go tsene mama abe a nna bonneteng ka tsela yena le rona go iphitlha go bedile.
Usikhokele ekhayeni usikhokele nokungena enkonzweni simele basimlandele.
Ore tsamaisitse go lapeng ore tsamaisa go tsena kerekeng mme go setse gore re mosale morago.
Umama ke uthe encokola noZodwa
irile mme abisana le Zodwa Zwane
amncedisayo umhlane zolo.
Yo amuthusang matsatsi ke matsatsi.
Watsho ukuba uvuya kakhulu ukubakho kule cawe yalapha.
Are we tumela thata go nna mo kerekeng yeno.
Ubemenywa nakwezinye indawo kodwa enendawo eyodwa enhliziyweni yakhe ngale nkonzo
sibuyo namhlanje. Ditulo tse di farologaneng mme fela mo pelong ya gagwe o ne a na le tulo e kgethegileng ka kerekeng.
Umkhumbuze amaxesha okufika kwakhe apha.
Umkhubuditse dinakong tsa go fitla ga gagwe fano.
Uthi ke ngolwesibini
ore ka labobedi
uba umama ezawuhamba ngomvulo olandelayo.
Mme a tla tsamaya ka Mantaga yo latelang.
uye wancokola naye wathetha ngomfundisi obeme kule ndawo.
Ubila bua le mme a bua ka moruti yona eme mo tulong ye.
Into enkulu amayenzele yona.
Se segolo se wa mo diretseng sona.
Nomnqweno wakhe wokokuba ngaske kube kumuntu or abantu abanokuyenza into kokuba bamncedise noba ungegusha ngenyanga.
Takatso ya gagwe ya gore le ga ile batho kgotsa motho ba ba ka mo thusang ka nku ga ile ngwaga yo.
Uthi yena beyawuyenza lo.
Uri yena o na tsile go se dira seo.
Ndiyabona kuba bese bona ba intsuku zakhe ziyaphela.
Ke a bona o ne se bona gore ditshimo tsa gagwe
Kodwa evakalisa umnqweno wakhe.
mme a utlusa a utlwagatsa takatso ya gagwe.
Sibulela ke le nkonzo
Re leboga kereke ye
engakange idinwe ngumama wethu.
ye sakeng ya lapa ya khathala ke mme wa rona.
Intombi katata uSK Matikizela.
Morwadi ya SK Matikizela.
Yathi chu naye sele ngaphilanga.
Yena yo sa itikanelang.
Khange nitsho ukuba hayi akasabonakali benimyela nimxabisile niyazi into kokuba ubethwa impilo.
Lenele sare ga bonale mme le mo etela le bona gore o mo diphateng tse di bolelo le ya go motlhola.
Siyanibulela ke ngokunyaniseka kwilizwi likaThixo nenkonzo.
Moruti wa rona re leboga amaruri le tshebeletso le phuthego yotlhe.
Niyazi into bani nikezwa umsebenzi wokukhangela igusha zikaNkulunkulu.
Le tsige gore tiro ya dinkuge isiya.
Asinamazwi angakanani okunibulela.
Ga rena mantswe a kanakang a go le leboga.
Ezintombi zikaNkosi uDalibunga nonkosikazi uNobanda nazi izileli phambi kwenu.
Barwadi ba ga Re Dalibunga le mme
Nobanda
mme Nobanda
aziwuvali umlomo ziswele imilomo yokubulela kakhulu.
ga ba tswale melomo ba tlhokile mafuku.
Amazwi nje anokunganeli.
Mantswe ga nkanela.
Lonke ke ixesha ihlile lento isehleleyo nisoloko nisixhasa nisithandazisa sisezingcingeni zenu.
Go simologa sena se re tlhagetse le nne ntse le re rapedisa le re tshegeditse le na le rona ka nako tsotlhe.
Niyabulelwa ke ngamangutyana namadlomo.
Le a leboga ge ke bao ba setse ba biditswe.
Dumela uba ndingalenzi ilizwi kude kutshone ilanga.
E re ke se ka dira lentswe letsatsi le be le tikele.
Ndimele uba ndizame ukuphetha enzela into yoba kuphunywe kusakhaya.
Ke direla gore ke hetse re tswe go santse go bonala.
Ndiyabulela ke kakhulu mandime kuloo ndawo. Zisile mos umfundisi unixelele uba ndingubani na.
Ke le leboga go menagane re moruti o ntse
ena ukungabi nambeko nithi bekuthetha utsotsothile nje apha. Bendithunywa ngalamakhosazana nabantu esilamana nabo nezihlobo zethu zonke ningatso kanti becawe uba lombulela wanelanga. Uba awanelanga zenazi into uba bubuqhida la bukaThemba Mathanzima. Nengathi kuMatikizela noMandela family. Masime kuloo ndawo bantu bakaNkulunkulu. Neqine emthandazweni, neqine ukusithandazisa kude siyombeka kwindawo yakhe uMaNgutyana. Ndiyalibonga.
Riyale kuwathathe Titi Mathanzima nakufemeli kaMama Matikizela Mandela. Ndiufemeli ya mme Matikizela Mandela. Retapile tsona tsena kaofela. Siya ekugqibeleni kwazo zonke ke ezinto. Sifanele sibize umntu. Rithoma tubitsiwa hore bani. Sibize lo mntu omkhulu. Saya terlibat utama kecuali. Apa yang ini sudah mulai. Apa yang tadi sudah terjadi on behalf of the church. Kata sakere ke ama wese. Kosa na korona sekete. Ukosa wetu sekete. Kami Thank you.
It was 1996. We journeyed with her for the past 22 years. Ubuhlungu into namhlanje siyiJohannesburg North Circuit. Silahlekelwe ngumama. Amaninzi ke on behalf of the Johannesburg North Circuit Executive. Kodwa lesizawuthi umzika mama notata Mandela thuthuzelekani izotsho elihle luwenzile umsebenzi wethu. Ndifuna ukuthuthuzela ngamazwi endiqonda endithetha ndihleli ndaziva endiphilele phaya emaxubeni ethu esiXhosa kukhona ngoma ethi kukho induli eluhlaza umqambi wale ngoma ufake ibhambi uvesi 3 wale ngoma uthi ngokungekho cebo limbi lokuhlangula ndifuna ukuthi nilusapho ezinye iintlungu mamahambe kuzo anani anizazi kodwa senifumane amazwi entuthuzelo kulamazwi alevesi ukubana kwakungekho cebo limbi lokuhlangitya kodwa izulu livume umama ahambele ndlela ebuhlungu nenzima kodwa zenazi kuba kukho konke umama kuthe wahamba she may have been deprived the opportunity yokuhamba inqawe but that never deprived her spirituality. I saw her worship in her last day. Ubeguma ehleli apha ndimbona ufuna ukuphakama kodwa ngenxa yempilo umzi waseJohannesburg North thuthuzelekani ndiyabulela baba.
Sifikelele ekugqibeleni kwazo zonke izinto. Reka kukwa mruti inkomo ayinweleka kwakho kodwa yahelela ngohabo. Hayi bayalungisa ngevesi.
The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, which knows no discrimination, the love of God which knows no bounds, the power of the Holy Spirit that helps us to reject and expose all evil, be with us now until there's no more time. Amen.
Amen.